What's up everybody, whydavis here, back with another review. So I'm showing you guys the Air Force One Porpoise. Alright guys, so these officially came out today at some boutiques. Now the black and white colorway does come out next week, so this colorway is officially out today. I'm not sure if they're going to drop this colorway on the sneakers app, but I know for sure next week they're going to have the white and black ones on the sneakers app. Now to tell you guys a little bit about this story, since I am in New Jersey, which is basically the brother to, you know, New York or sister, whatever way you want to look at it. And let's get into it. I know you probably heard some details about the shoe, but not really the whole story behind it. So let's get into it, guys. So in 2003, there was a big blackout, not only in New York, but also in Jersey. And I remember that blackout. It was hot as hell. It had to be like mid-August, I want to say. I don't remember the exact date, but I remember it was just bad, crazy. The first thing I ever thought was, you know, the end of the world, in my opinion, when I was growing up. Now, with that being said, this shoe right here that I'm about to show you guys, the only way that, you know, we seen fatjoe, or that I seen fatjoe or Jay-Z or any type of celebrity back then, was either on BET, the Music Awards, MTV Cribs, or some type of show like that. Remember, we didn't have Instagram and things like that growing up, so that was mainly where we seen stars, in my opinion, like on the music sets, you know, videos, things like that. That's the way we got our information about seeing new shoes and different things that was going to happen, about the culture and whatnot was going on. It wasn't really like an outlet on how it is now, so up to date. So with that being said, in 2003, fatjoe and Jay-Z was supposed to have a game at Rucker Park, but because of the blackout, it didn't happen. Now, in the time of 2003, Jay-Z did release one of his shoes, and I believe it was like one of the best-selling shoes. I believe that shoe was going for like $150 or $140 back then. I don't remember how much it was exactly, but it had to be somewhere around that, because that's how much Jordans was going for around that time, like 140-ish, 150. With that being said, a lot of people don't really know this, but fatjoe was supposed to have a Jordan brand deal, but I think because of the beef that him and Jay-Z was having at the time, back then on MTV, you know, you would go into their sneaker room and they'll show you all the shoes, and they would talk about how they got this shoe and whatnot, this, that, and the third. But I remember fatjoe always used to lick the bottom of his shoe, and then that got me into doing that, and also smelling my shoes when I first got them. So that's why I always tell you guys, like, about the new smell about the shoes. It doesn't smell like how it used to smell. Fun fact of the day. But that's just that little story about that. Now back to the game part of what happened with that. So that game never happened, but the teams were supposed to be stacked. I'm going to show you guys some pictures right here of what the teams were supposed to be on both fatjoe team and Jay-Z team. A few years later, Stephon Marbury, also from New York, dropped the shoe for $15. The Bronx and in Harlem, they call these uptowns. Now, he has been doing his entrepreneur thing, and just recently a store called upnyc. So that has the same reference of uptown, if you guys didn't know that, but basically he is from the Bronx. Now, coming back to the Rucker Park story, a few weeks ago, Rucker Park had this tournament going on, and basically during the game, they pulled up live to get on the sneakers app. Now, you had to be in the facility. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, basically they do like a shock drop, and like you get like 15 minutes to enter, and then if you win, you know, you have to be in that location around the facility. It's normally highlighted where you can be at, and they let everybody know on a big screen, showing you guys like, oh, this is happening right now, and you were able to get these shoes early. Now, I think you had to pick those shoes up from NYC. Now, you did have to go pick those shoes up from the store, up NYC, so it wasn't like, you know, they got delivered to your house or anything like that. But that's the whole story behind the blackout and how this shoe is getting so popular, and the name Uptown meaning Air Force One and everything like that. But let's get into the shoe, guys. Now, this shoe is also dedicated to his Terror Squad, which was basically a crew back in the early 2000s, which was really big, really popular. If you guys never listened to fatjoe music, probably heard Lean Back and things like that. But we have the abbreviated TS right there for Terror Squad. All right, but on the back right here, his nickname and his real name, which is Joe Crack and Joseph Cartagena. If you guys did not know that information, we also do share the same middle name. Well, his middle name is my first name, which is Anton, and his is Antonio. I know I just put his whole government out there, but these are things you can easily look up, and I am doing a shoe review. This is the shoe right here. What do you guys think about this shoe? Is it a cop or drop for you guys? A few weeks ago, like I said, this shoe was going for $300, and now they're just over retail. So there's a whole bunch of pairs of these shoes if you guys are trying to get them, and if you guys wait a little bit longer, you can definitely get them for a better price. Now, with that being said, we do get the OG box right here. This is how the sneaker box used to look back in the day. Also, when you open up the top of the box, we get like the stars on the tissue paper, similar to how they used to do it back in the day. And we also get this extra layer of tissue paper on the inside of the shoe. Now, with that being said, let's get into the shoe, guys. So on the bottom of the shoe here, We get this translucent outsole, which is in like a baby blue, and these will start to yellow up on you pretty easily. So you guys got to take very good care of these when you are wearing them. Make sure you guys wipe them down next day or a few hours later once you're in the house wearing these shoes. At the midsole of this shoe here, it is in white, and we see the air in that baby blue on both the outside and the inside of the shoe. Except on the inside, we do not see the air, but we do get some baby blue stitching. Coming up towards the base of the shoe here, we get this really nice leather quality on the shoe. Majority in a tumbled leather, as you guys can see. Also on this baby blue switch right here, we get that tumbled leather, which is really, really nice. Back half of the shoe, I'm just going to be calling it baby blue throughout the whole video. So on the back portion of the shoe here, we get this baby blue on the back portion with the terrorsquad on both the outsides of the shoe. And then the majority of the front half has that white. Same thing on the inside of the shoe here. I don't really see too many stitching errors or glue stains on my shoes. On the inside of the shoe as well, we get some very nice detailing and materials. They did give us a lot of good quality on this shoe for the extra 50 bucks in my opinion. Looking at the toe box here, these will crease up pretty easily on you. You can use my code of whydavis on creasebeast.com to save yourself 5 bucks. Looking at the mudguard here, I do see a little bit more glue stains on the mudguard, but nothing too crazy. You can't see these things from far away, only up close and personal. Underneath that, we do see some more baby blue stitching, and then we see the blue stars creeping up from the bottom of the shoe. All right, now we do get 2 sets of laces on these, okay, and the other pair is like a baby blue color. We don't get anything special on the tips, but they do come standard with the white laces. Now, if you guys look on the emblem on the bottom of the shoe here, they did change this a few times. I remember when I was growing up, it was like a whitish, grayish, and then they changed it to the grayish one that's like a little bit longer than this, but this is what it was before that. Show you guys this real fast. All right, and it says Air Force 182. Now looking at the actual tongue on the shoe, it comes in this leather tongue, which is dope. At the top here, it says Air Force 1, Nike Air. They should have put terrorsquad somewhere on there, but you know, it is what it is. Looking at the inside of the shoe, on the inside of the tongue here, this tells us where the shoe is from and everything like that. We do get some tissue trees on this shoe. On the inside of the shoe, it is in some white leather, the sock lining. The production dates on this was 01/04/23 to 02/24/23. Give you guys a quick look at that real fast. Looking at the actual insole of the shoe here, it's kind of like a blue rug material. If you guys look at that, underneath the actual insole, it does has the glue marks. And if you guys look at the top where it says like the size 9 through 10 or whatever, I do have a few pair of these on hand right now, and I will say that they are in different places. So if you guys are checking your pairs with me and noticing that this is not the same place, this is not the same placement on the bottom of the shoe that it is on your shoe, they are kind of different on all shoes, just in case you guys are going into a deep detail review with me. Underneath, it is in yellow, and then we see some more of that white cotton, all right, and some white and blue stitching. Coming towards the back of the shoe here, once again, that is his nickname and his real name right there, JC. In the background of that, it is in blue. Underneath that, it is in blue again. And then it goes down to the white outsole, all right? Now I'm gonna show you guys my footers in the toe box right now. So this is what they look like on feet. Pretty clean in my opinion. Now I'm a true size 9. I normally get 9.5 in on my shoes. I did go true to size on these. If you guys are new to my videos, I normally do go true to size on Air Force 1s, Nike Dunk lows, and Air Jordan 1 lows because they do tend to run a little bit big. Now if this is your first time getting a pair of these, I would say go down half a size from your original size to get that true to size fitting fit. If you want a snug fit, if you go true to size, you will have a little bit more space in these shoes because once again, they do run a little bit big. Now I'm gonna show you guys my footers in the toe box right here. So I'm looking around, but if you guys cannot tell, my big toe is right here. So I do have a little bit of space in the front of the toe box. Now, like I said, these do run a little bit big. So towards the back here, I do have a lot of slippage. And because we do get leather on this shoe, it is a lot more slippery than a normal Air Force 1. Now, with that being said, because of the way I walk in these shoes, I still like the way the shoe fits me. If you walk, you know, like how I taught you guys to walk in the how to clean your shoes video, if you walk sideways like this, you won't have a problem. But if you're trying to run away from somebody or something like that, you know, you may slip out of your shoes. Now, with that being said, if you like the way the shoes tied up, you won't have a problem with slippage on the back, just in case you guys want that nice, you know, fit of comfort and just a little bit of space for your feet to breathe. But I'm gonna show you guys what these like with some different pants options right now. Okay guys, hope you guys like this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, show your boy some love, and stay tuned.
Keep the healing.